guys, this is Bobby with BC Designs, and this is my very last final masculine card in my masculine series that we've been doing on my YouTube channel. So like I told you, I was going to make a gift card holder, and here it is. I had one for Bath and Body Works that blended really well, the blues, but I don't know. I just kind of felt like this one was better suited for a guy. So this is the card we're going to make. We have a lot of supplies that we're going to be using, so I'll just go over those really quick. For my blends, I'm going to use my dark and light crumb cake, my dark and light misty moonlight, and dark and light mossy meadow, and then I'm only using the dark for the candles on the cake. I'm going to use the dark pumpkin pie. I'm going to use a 2-inch circle punch. I used, of course, the Attention Shoppers bundle again, and then I also used the deckled circle dies, and then I also used, for the sentiment, I used the Stylish Shape dies, and then I used the Neutrals 6x6 Designer Series paper. That's what I used for the shopping bag. And then I also am going to be using the Tencel Gems 3-pack, some linen thread, and then the Country Woods 12x12 Designer Series paper. Okay, let's get started. So this is just a scrap piece of that DSP. You can see where I stamped and already cut that out, so we're just going to stamp the bag on that. These pieces are just for stamping. But our card base, I'm going to just move everything off of here really quick. That's the label. So I'll just move everything off kind of this way so I can show you. So the card base is Misty Moonlight, and this is 4 1/4 by 11, and you'll score it at 2 3/4 here, and then at 5 1/2. So we'll just fold this. Then this piece is going to get folded in as well. Now this is kind of a snug fit right there. I'm folding that over. It is going to be a little bit thick. If you wanted to change that score mark and just score it a little bit, or we could actually just trim this piece off. I might do that actually. I might grab my trimmer and do that. And just, if you trim just a smidge off, like an 1/8, I think it's going to be great. This piece is what's going to go on the front, but let me read them the way that I have them, because that way I won't get confused, because I'm using an old PDF where I made this card before. So this piece of DSP here goes on the inside, and it's 4 by 2 1/2. And then on the inside panel, I want to make sure I'm telling you right, for the pocket is going to be 4 by 2 1/2, and I'm just going to measure that really quick if I can find my ruler. I just want to make sure I'm telling you guys right. So for the pocket, yes, 4 by 2 1/2. So this is going to go here, actually here, once we make the pocket. This is the circle that I cut out, and then this piece is going to go, once we fold this over, this piece is going to go there, and it, I believe, is, let me measure just to make sure, 4 again, I think, 4 by 2 1/2 again, and that's going to go on the outside. And then what's going to go on the front, for the front flap, is another piece of Misty Moonlight that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then the DSP is 4 by 2 1/2. Okay, so we can just kind of go ahead and put these things down. Oops, I want to make sure I'm putting the right, because I switched up the paper because I'm working on a very special project and I need as much of the Designer Series paper of that woods that I can get. So I'm trying to use on this project the paper that I'm not using on that. I'm going to use it all, but I have some that's my favorite. So I'm not getting that very straight. I hate when I don't have that straight and it already starts to go down. I touch it. Okay, so let's put that there. We'll go ahead and put this piece here on the inside. So we're just gonna measure that like that. This piece we're gonna go and adhere, go ahead and adhere here, because then we're gonna punch for the, use the little circle punch. So it just leaves that little opening to make it easier to get that, gift card out. Okay, so we'll do that just like that, and then we'll just use, our circle punch, and then just go in, kind of center it, and just pop that out, just like that. Okay, now we just want to take, I gotta grab my glue. And you're only going to put adhesive along the side. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this right. There we go. So I put it actually on the side that I'm raising up, and I just put a thin, whoops, don't go off like I just did. You don't want to put too much on because you don't want it to interfere with the gift card. And then I like to put some clips. I got these at Dollar Tree, and they're kind of heavy because they're metal, so that works out really nice. Now we'll just lay this stuff off to the side, and we can do our stamping while we're waiting for that to kind of adhere a little bit better. So let me grab my mat, and we need one of the cakes, and I need my ink. So let's just ink up. I'm just using Memento Black, and we'll do the cake. And then we need to do the gift bag. And we're going to do the gift bag twice. We're going to do it once on white, and then we're going to stamp it again on this DSP. And we'll have to fussy cut that out. If you don't want to fussy cut it out, you can just color your bag with your Stampin' blends. And then we'll do the flower. And if there's anything, like if you feel like this flower is not manly for a guy card, or it's not something your guy would like, just leave off anything like the linen thread or the gems I used, anything like that that you think your person wouldn't like, just leave off. I want to do that sentiment as well. Okay, and I believe, yeah, I stamped on that piece, and I shouldn't have. I knew when I picked that up and moved it over there that I would mess that up. We need a piece that is 2 by 3 for the inside, and that's what this piece was. So let me just, I know it's the width. Let me just use my, I don't know how straight I'll get it. I'm not a very straight cutter. That doesn't look bad. I'll keep it. Okay, now we can do our coloring. This time I think I'm going to color, because I was curious when I colored the cake and I did it in the blue, what it would have looked like if I would have done it in crumb cake. So we're going to color it opposite from the way that I colored it. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit for you guys, just because I'm coloring so you can see a little bit better. So we'll just make the cake the lighter color, and we'll do the light Misty Moonlight for the little dots. And you could get fancy with your shading on this, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep it simple. Okay, and then do this part in crumb cake. Now I don't know what I'm going to do for my 2 videos a week I post to YouTube since we're done with the masculine card. I'm just going to probably use my light Misty Moonlight for this, because I don't want it to be dark. I kind of felt like the lighter color would make more sense as the frosting after I colored it the opposite. but we'll see which one we like. I mean, it's just a card, it's not real, so our cake can be whatever color we want it to be. Okay, and then we'll do our candles in pumpkin pie. See, this is where, when I do my live online class on Wednesday, where I get things mixed up because some of the stuff has to go out there in my other room where I have the trays already set up for that class, and I forget to put things back. So we're just going to fussy cut this out, and I'm going to cut right on the stamped line. And then just cut straight across, and then I'm just going to follow the line of the bag, the handle of the bag, and straight across again. I think I need to go a little, just a smidge down. There we go. And then, okay, make that out of the way, and then we'll die cut this bag out. Let's color the flower, and it looks like I did the dark crumb cake at the top. I had not used this flower, and this is how I started out with designing this card. I really wanted to be able to use, and I'm going to use the light crumb cake for the bottom, and I just couldn't come up with something that I liked. And then we'll use, it doesn't really matter if you use the light or the dark for the middle strip, whichever one you want. And I'm going to use dark mossy meadow, and I'm just going to come up with that line. And we'll use the light and just color that in. And then I have made so many projects now. That was 3, 4, 5. Seems like I made another one. Probably made close to 8 now. So let me grab my die cutting machine. And we'll die cut all of these out. So let me grab the dies that I moved behind me. And we need the gift bag, the flower, and the cake. So if you guys watch me on Wednesday and I'm like, oh, I forgot this, oh, I forgot that, just know I didn't originally forget it. I either did a video, or more likely I did a video and forgot to put what I had on the tray back, because I always do my PDFs as I'm designing, so I don't forget to put anything down, and then I don't put anything on the tray until I put it on the actual PDF, so that way I know for sure I've not missed anything. And then I do the same thing when I do my online classes. I'll have to go borrow from, and those I put in actual totes that I carry with me to take this stuff in. And that's how I always forget those two. Where is the birthday cake? Way over here. Okay, we're going to have to fix our plant. I really cannot wait to get my new plates. I know my lining up my dies is not that bad as what some of these are turning out. And I really think that these are just, they're screaming. I mean, look, they won't even come off. I only ordered one set. Now I'm really kind of wishing I would have put 2 on there. Let's put this back. That should be done. So this piece we're going to put on the front. So it will go right here on that front flap. And then we can't put anything else down. So now this one what we're going to do is take the image that we stamped on the DSP, and we're going to adhere it right over top of the bag. And let me see. Just like that. Oops. Just trying to get the handle lined up. Oh, I forgot to color my tissue paper. Let me zoom back out a little bit so you guys aren't so close, but I'll be very careful. So color your tissue paper before you put on your DSP. Or be like me and color it after, and just be very careful that you don't get it on that handle if you can help it. Don't go down on that DSP. Okay, now I'm going to also trim this up because I'm not happy with how it turned out. So I'm just going to trim just a little bit off. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just like that. And then I'm just going to leave that up there. Now what you could do, if it's bothering you, you could use your blends to just take that up and color it, and it would just make it look like it's, you know, going right in, blending right in. But it's not bothering me that bad, so I'm just going to leave that like that. Let's see how our cake did. Cake's not so bad. I'm going to leave it alone since we have this guy that we have to deal with, and I'm right-handed, so this is going to be kind of hard for me. I really don't like going around the leaves, but I'm going to have to, because that's just way too much. I'm not the best at fussy cutting, you guys. I feel like I always leave a sharp, and I'm just going to go in here. This is such a small piece. There we go. Something like that. That's not too bad. I think I am going to try to take it down just a little bit closer though, since there's not any on the other side. There we go. I can live with that now. Okay, let's grab our linen thread. Just remember where I put it because I have everything everywhere. So I'm just going to pull a bunch of this off, and we're going to wrap it a couple of times, 2 or 3. You don't have to wrap it too many times. And then we're going to tie it. My linen thread always gets so messed up on the roll. When I go to peel it off, sometimes it's like 2 different ends come out. And I'm just going to pull it until I get it about where I think I want it. And I think that's close enough. And we'll cut that off. Okay. And then I'm going to scoot it down a little bit to that end. Let's flip it where we have it going, where we want it to go. Let's see if I need to pull it a little bit tighter. And this side over here needs to be a lot smaller. Now let's check it out and see. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then let's just see. We'll trim both of those right there. Like that. We'll take our circle. I'm going to pop all these guys up with dimensionals. use minis on that little flower. Probably put one in the pot and one on the back of the flower, on the stems, the leaves. Okay, so let's put the bag down first. Just kind of, I put it up just a smidge higher. I think I do like the cake too colored this way better. So you could just leave it like that if you guys want to omit the flower. That's totally fine. I'll just put the flower kind of like that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, I think I'll just use this. And then I'm just gonna put this right in the center, like that. Whoops. And then we'll grab the sentiment and put some dimensionals on the back. Well, did that one come off with the paper? And I think it did because it's not sticky back there. There we go. That hasn't happened in a while. Oh, there it goes again. That one's going to do it. There we go. I have a project, a big project I would like to get done before I go on vacation. I don't want to talk about it in case I can't get it done, but it's something personally that I want to use when I go on vacation. And if I can get it done, I'm just going to grab my Seal Plus really quick. I'm going to share it with you guys in probably my card club members. I made something a very long time ago, loved it, and I haven't made anything like it since. And I've kind of been wanting to do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do, if I can get it done, you guys. Okay, let's grab some of the gems. This video is going to be a little bit longer because we had a little bit more stuff to do. But 3D stuff always takes a little bit longer. And this one had kind of a lot of coloring and decorating and that kind of stuff. Okay, I think I only used, I thought I used a big one, but I guess I didn't. Just 2 small ones right there. And then we didn't stamp the inside part, so let's get that done. Let me grab my mats and memento. And shopping is always a good idea. We'll put some adhesive on the back. I'm almost out. I can see the red tape giving me my warning. And then just put that right in the center. And I'll show you guys the card does fit just like that right in there. There you guys go. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you like it. I do like this one better, I think, than this one with the wood DSP, but I do like this cake better than that cake. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, and it probably will not be a masculine project. We are done with that, I think.